We go to the next session. Like I said, we have analyzed a lot of startups, and we have also a lot of scale-up analyzed. And based on their input, we have selected 4 startups. So in the morning, you will see 4 short pitches of startups, and in the afternoon, you will see 4 pitches of scale-ups. And the winner of the startup contest will receive a marketing budget of 20,000 euros to be spent with us at Supply Chain Media. And the scale-ups, who don't need that much of money already funded, but they can win a marketing budget of 10,000 euros. So first, we're going to listen to 2 pitches. And the first pitch is AFTS, and the second one is Garvis. So I would like to introduce to AFTS to do their pitch. You have to click yourself, and good luck, and let's watch the pitch of Garvis.
Okay,
sorry,
perfect.
AFTS.
Okay, thank you. We are AFTS, a startup from Berlin, and our mission is to bring transparency into the supply chains of the world. So how do we do that? I can't see the presentation. Perfect. Okay. Okay, perfect. We are tracking your goods across your entire supply chain. That means from a farm or plantation, from England, Africa, Australia, right to the shelf. We generate insights about the ecological footprint of the product, the certifications of the suppliers, the working conditions, and so on. You can use this data to optimize your supply chain in terms of cost efficiency or sustainability. And of course, you can increase the satisfaction of your customers by giving them more transparency within your supply chain. And tracking the whole process of a product increase the credibility in multiple dimensions, not only in terms of human rights, also in terms of climate protection or sustainable resources. So, perfect. We are track and trace system. We assure specific product characteristics such as the origin, and we are monitor the volume of goods in the supply chain process. We are Ethereum based, so we are working with a digital twin of your supply chain on a public blockchain, and specialized tokens with smart contracts, giving more trust with your partners. Important for us is that we are not a troublemaker for your systems and processes. So AFTS is usable with mobiles or tablets, and we create customized dashboards for every stakeholder within the process. And for your customer, we create an app. It's a browser app. So with the help of a QR code on the product, the customer will be able to jump with the smartphone into your supply chain, and you can share everything you want with him. The next slide is an example of a supply chain. We are tracking an oil from Africa to Germany. And you can see the checkpoints of the supply chain. You can see the SDGs you support, the location, some pictures. You can build it however you want. The app is for the customers, could look like that, for example, or you're able to share even the transactions which are saved on the blockchain. So in the end, on the next slide, you have a lot of advantages with using AFTS. You can use the data and transparency for more effective engagement with customers. You can use storytelling in your marketing. And this is what increases the trust in your brand and product. But also the risk management or the cost efficiency. So you are able to create efficient cost-saving opportunities. If you have more questions about that, just send me a message or contact me on LinkedIn. I'm here on the event the whole day. Thank you.
Thank you, AFTS, for your first pitch. And next, we have a totally different kind of pitch, and that will be from Garvis. Garvis, go ahead.
Yes, good morning, everybody, and welcome to Garvis. Every quantity an organization produces is based on the demand plan. I'm sorry. A demand plan is a forecast of what's going to be sold based on the data that you have, algorithms method you choose, and a final process of consensus. 99% of all enterprises in the world have hardwired to process in the methods for the creation of the plan. Sorry, there is an echo. Okay. Start again because there's an echo. So all enterprises in the world have hardwired the process and the methods for the creations of that plan based on the assumption that what happened in the past will repeat itself in the future, regardless of what happens in the world. A method called statistics. Not, of course. If Trump and climate change was not enough, then COVID made it clear that there is no such thing anymore as a repetition of the past. Especially, COVID has changed the nature of the demand. It forced everybody out of the shops and meetings to the online world and created a new type of consumer that wants personalized items within 24 hours across a selection of channels. This increased complexity of consumption brings forecasting beyond the pain point and error what can be handled. Very frustrating is that this new customer lives in an exponential growing number of digital traces in the cloud, of which every planner feels that they are predictive. But those data like pricing, weather, retail sales cannot be used. Each attempt to adjust the current system to the new reality triggers a very costly implementation bill, and it takes months to see progress. AI, artificial intelligence, feels like it could help, but standard AI is implemented as a black box, which makes it unfit for any consensus meeting, and without adaptation, artificial intelligence is not fit for demand planning. With Garvis, we'll make a full paradigm shift to deal with change by giving the planner and not the system provider full control over artificial intelligence that we made user trainable and transparent to navigate the ocean of data so that there are no more implementation costs. If a planner can play a computer game, he can set up Garvis. By adapting the latest evolution of AI models, we have created three things. We created the semantic layer around the model so that the planner together with us can wrangle his history or Excel in less than an hour. From that moment, he's operational. The planner can now wrangle any predictive data set like weather, pricing, retail information data that can be used by the model. This will open the windows of the organization to the outside world. Secondly, Garvis creates also a bionic layer around this AI so that the planner can naturally interact. The planner tells the system which event caused a peak or trough, then the AI will help the planner look into the selected event and see whether this situation will repeat itself and in what quantity. Thirdly, we designed an intelligent supervisor model that tracks the decision the AI model has made and translates them into an explainable result. From stuck in the past to actionable insight based on outside data, from 6 months implementation to an evergreen system in 1 day, 30 to 40% less error, but more important, as a planner, you become the strategic eyes and ears of your enterprise. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Garvis. Thank you also AFTS for your pitches. We will see 2 other pitches later this morning. And make sure that also you see the other two pitches, because you can vote on one of those 4 startups. And of course, there's also a jury who will assess these 4 candidates during the day. So based on the jury verdict and the voting of all the viewers, we will come to a winner at the end of this day.